Welcome to the Grapefully Yours Wine Show. I am Jim Campanini, co-host of the show with my longtime partner, Michael Pigeon. How are you doing, Michael?
So far, so good, but it's early.
Yeah?
We'll see how it goes.
Why, do things get better or worse when it's early like that?
Well, it's dark in the morning now. It doesn't inspire me. Dark.
Yeah, I know. It's tough to even get up.
Feel like opening a wine then. Never mind, wait till supper.
I just want everybody to know out there that I'm doing the show under duress. I've got a little cold, and so Mike said, no, the show must go on. He banged on my door this morning, got me out of bed, and says, no, we have to do the show. We have to talk about the grapes.
You're under duress every week. I'm here with you, though. That's a lot to put up with.
So, so you see my hat. You like my hat? So these are the colors of Phi Mu Delta. That's my fraternity from the University of Rhode Island. We had our 27th annual golf tournament last Friday down in Rhode Island, North Kingston Municipal Golf Course. About 60 brothers showed up and played golf. Then we had dinner, talked. It was nice. The guys came in from California, Pennsylvania, Florida, the Midwest. It was a nice showing.
I understand the hat, but how did you ever get a T-shirt the same color to match up with it? I've noticed that.
That's my God. That's my Greg Norman shirt.
Oh.
So we had a good time. It was nice to check up with everybody and stuff. And so today there were a couple of wine fans, and they were asking me questions. So I'm going to give a shout out to Bobby Boone Thompson. He's been watching our videos. Bobby, he was interested in wine and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna give him a shout out. Hopefully, he's gonna watch this show.
And who is he, Bobby?
He's he lives in Narragansett, Rhode Island now. Okay, but he was a class ahead of me. Oh, really nice guy, but he got his nickname Boone because back in the 1970s, he shows up at his first day of school. He had the white bucks on, white shoes. So someone clever in the fraternity called him Boone, Pat Boone. And it stuck all through these.
So
years,
they weren't saddle shoes. They didn't have the brown on them. They were totally white.
I think they were. No, they could have been saddle shoes. Yeah, to think of
white
it, but
would be like my first communion shoes.
Yeah. So they called him Boone. But I tell you, he was a character. Sharp as a tack, always good for a joke.
Good for him.
But smart guy, intelligent, and loyal. So
I toast him, but that's bad luck with an empty glass to toast somebody. So we'll say.
So anyway, Boone, I hope you're watching. Have a great day. Now, I got to get this out of the way, okay? This InsideLowell podcast is coming to you from the WellPoint Studios. WellPoint, the only health plan offering healthcare benefits exclusively to Massachusetts GIC members. At WellPoint, your whole health is their whole point. I hope they take care of me today. And, of course, we got our producer, Teddy Panos. Teddy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, guys.
Beautiful.
Good to have you back.
Okay. Now, we haven't talked about French wines in a while, but I saw, this is the changing of the seasons. We're still going into that red, Mike, the autumn, the Rhone Valley. Everybody tries to mimic. Okay, the blends, because what is the Rhone Valley known for? What two grape varietals is it known for?
Oh, boy.
Grenache. Very good. See, he's been listening to me.
Then there's another one. I always have high Mourvedre.
Mourvedre, yes, that's a complimentary one. But Syrah. Shiraz is it's the same thing from Australia.
Yeah.
Shiraz, but Syrah. So the Rhone Valley, it has a northern Rhone and a southern Rhone. Okay. And very exquisite wines. The Southern Rhone, they blend their native grapes. The Northern Rhone is known for Syrah. Most of the wines, what dominates the Northern Syrah, okay, and that starts up near Lyon and goes down about 20 miles to about Valence. And it's Syrah, 100% Syrah. Now, they do whites, too. They do whites. Claret, Boule Blanc, different sounding names. That what makes the area so interesting. And just like Bordeaux, you have the Rhone River that slices right through it for about 60 miles. It creates a left bank and a right bank.
Yeah.
So you have right bank estates, left bank estates, and that river in the Mediterranean type climate, gives that good growing season. But what distinguishes the southern tier is the land flattens out a little after those banks, so it extends sideways instead of coming down vertically. The Southern Rhone, those vineyards could stretch out 50 miles, along the banks, outside of the banks and stuff. And plus, you've got the Dentel de Montreal Mountains, so it serves as a almost like a block on bad weather, coming in from areas. That's what the mountain effect, the shadow effect or something. So they have a lot of sunny days, okay, and good temperature to grow their vines. So Grenache rules the south, Syrah rules the north.
Yeah.
The thing is, in the south, they blend a lot of the wines, and the reds particularly. Grenache. You have to have at least 40% Grenache in every bottle of wine produced in the Côte du Rhône, okay, appellation, and the southern tier. And you could also use Mourvèdre, which you mentioned, Carignan, and Cinsault, which is a lot of it is used in rosés to make rosés and stuff. So it's a very, very vibrant area, and they use all these indigenous grapes, that are grown right in that area, and all of that southern France, even leading down to Provence. You've got the Languedoc, Roussillon. They all use those. I say they're unusual grapes. They only grow really there, Marsanne, Roussanne, all those nice grapes. But I tell you, very distinctive tastes, and the whites are very distinctive too. But it's known for the reds. 99%
The reds
of the wines, the production, especially in some of the areas. Now, one of your favorite wines comes from the Southern Rhone.
Châteauneuf-du-Pape.
Châteauneuf-du-Pape.
That is a really nice wine.
Yes,
And you don't have to spend a whole lot for $40 a bottle.
Yes.
Get you a great...
Châteauneuf-du-Pape, home of the popes. That's when the papacy from Vatican was moved to Avignon. And then they settled there, and the popes loved the wines from the region, which was the blend Grenache, Syrah, Mourvèdre, and they named the town Châteauneuf-du-Pape. That's where the palace was at the time, and they created that wine, which is very silky smooth. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
That's why you like it, right?
It's a good wine. Very good. Yeah.
And it's high end. So what we have today, we got an entry level Southern tier Rhone wine. Okay, and then we get the Gigondas, which comes from the place known as Gigondas. It's not only a place, it's a wine. Okay, but this one, Little James Basket Press, costs $13.99. Okay, and it's Jeune Solera. Now that's interesting, because this was done from the Solera method. And what they do is they make a vintage, or they press, they ferment the wine, and they leave a bunch of the liquid behind in big barrels. And they develop like maybe 5 to 10 years, even 20 years of these barrels with leftover wine. And then Solera means it was started by the Spanish and the Portuguese, the Spanish, when they make Madeira and the Portuguese were port. You know, they always leave a little and combine it, assemble from different vintages. Well, that's what they do with this wine. That's what Solera means. So they could take wine from a barrel from 5 or 10 years old, take a trace of it.
But you set up the 20 also.
Yeah. Well, for the ports and everything else.
Okay.
But they started the Solera wine in 2002, and this is Louis Barruol. Barruol, yes. He's Louis Barruol, Barruol. His family has owned the St. Cosme winery, which is one of the most prestigious in the area, okay, since 1490. Can you imagine that? 1490. And they still farm the land. They become more biodynamic and organic and stuff. This is actually a biodynamic, an organic wine, vegan. Okay, is it vegan or vegan? Vegan. Okay, so we're gonna try it. Okay, $13.99. All right, and it shows off the Grenache. Okay, it has a nice Grenache, Little James basket press. I don't know what that really means, but it is from St. Cosme, and it's the introductory tier. All right.
I don't know where you find these wines, but you find them, so we'll give them a go.
Now you should know that near this estate, the soils, limestone, red clay, very, very strong in nutrients. So it gives off a lot of characteristics to the wine, makes it, tannic. But there's lavender fields. And what happens is, the bees, they go and they sit on the flowers, they pollinate them, then they move on to, they touch the vines. So there's like a passage, an evolution, and that's how some of this stuff gets into the vines, the characters. This wine, now I was told, is big on violets. You can the aromatics. It's got a beautiful smell.
Yeah, it is. Inviting. It's inviting. Yeah.
Smooth, huh?
Not bad.
A little tannic.
Yep.
Just enough.
Yep.
Just enough grip on it to say, "Wow, wake up, try me."
Good.
Boy, nice little wine, huh?
Well put. Yeah, try
now,
me.
So I did a little research on this. Okay.
That's pretty decent. $13.99. Wow.
Yeah. St. Cosme, Little James Basket Press Rouge, okay, red, carries the Vin de France designation. So it's not. So this could be. This could be. It doesn't have an appellation name or a village name. It's not considered a cru, but it's a good wine. The Vin de France means it's a table wine overview. But why do they have to give it that? Because most French wines, except Champagne, okay, you have to put the vintage on it. But because this is Solera style, it could have 5 different blends in here from 5 different vintages. They cannot use any designation except Vin de France because Louis Barruol, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm going to say Louis B. Louis B. He not only grows his own grapes, okay, for this and other wines, but he's got contracts with growers in the area, and it could stretch out all throughout the Côtes du Rhône. You could take grapes from any people. So they put 2021 on this bottle, and that's the year it was bottled. And it says it right on the label. It was bottled. But just think, when you drink this wine, you could be drinking, traces of wine that was produced 4, 5, 6 years ago. Okay. And why they do that is because the winemaker says they want to make it consistent from year to year. Sometimes they're good years, sometimes they're bad years, and they want to make it consistent so you as a consumer know what you can get. So they always have to hold back, okay, a little, and that producer. They do the same with champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to keep it consistent and everything, and I think that's pretty damn good.
I like it. I like it. That's a nice.
When I
tasting
looked
one.
on Vivino, it got out of 5 stars. Most of the people gave it 3.8 stars. They said it was a great drinking wine, and some people said, just for they come home, they want a little red wine, they drink it, or with food and meals. So I think it's pretty good.
It is.
Like we already said. Oh, and here's what the Grenache. Grenache is good for grilled or smoked meats, featuring herbs, roasted mushrooms, and onions, seared venison or beef with black pepper. Wow. So it's a nice starter wine. I mean, you never know at $13.99, right?
It's not a wine I'd go looking for because I'm totally unfamiliar with it, even though the area would make you jump for it. But
yeah, it's got a beautiful, vibrant color.
Very nice. That's a good wine.
And for $14, I mean, it's got some complexity because as you leave it, let it penetrate your tongue, you get those different tastes and characteristics. The big, the deep black fruit, little cherry, but those herbs, the bramble and stuff. So very, very nice. Okay, so we tried that. So with the holidays coming up and Thanksgiving, a lot of people use they like a blend, a French blend, whether it's a Bordeaux, a Rhone Valley, with the Thanksgiving Day meal and stuff like that. Goes well with all kinds of meats, smoked turkey, so you might consider it and stuff. So look for this one, Little James's Basket Press. Okay, from a fine producer in St. Cosme, which is one of the top wineries in the Rhone Valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another wine because of the price. You can't miss giving it a try.
No, it's great. So now the second batch, a step up from this, okay, is Gigondas.
Gigondas.
Okay, now that's not only a place in Southern Rhone, it's also a wine. Okay, and this is by law, it is a blend, but at least 40% of it has to be Grenache, and 20%, at least 20% has to be Syrah. Then you could put in, the Mourvedre, the Saint-Sault if you want. But most times it just turns out to be a Grenache Syrah blend. This one is 60-40. Grenache and 60% Grenache, 40% Syrah. Now this family that makes this wine, the Perrin family, they're very famous, but in the area for over 4 generations, making great wines. And they're the ones who were involved with when Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, okay, did they purchased Chateau Merival in Provence. They were the consultants, okay, to restore the vineyards and the process. And then Brad Pitt developed a good partnership where Perrin now is, a full partner or half partner in that process because they've been developing other wines there, red wines, but it was the Perrin family which came in and gave prestige to that particular project and has really helped restore. I mean, Brad Pitt is very interested, in developing the winery. Angelina Jolie, after their divorce, she left, wanted nothing to do with it. There's still some lingering controversy there. but he's become quite a vintner, a Brad Pitt in his own right. And so now from the rosés, they've planted Grenache, they've planted other wines. So you're going to see Chateau Miraval probably producing some red and white wines. They might already be doing that. But the Perrin family is well known throughout Southern Rhone for their good wines, even Chateauneuf du Pape and stuff. But this is Gigondas, right from the area known as Gigondas. It's got its own designation and appellation. So, do you want to taste a little or what?
Yeah, if you want to open the bottle, we'll give it a look. I'm always
Well, I
open.
think we should. We should. This. What did I do? My corkscrew. Oh, there it is. So this Gigondas is $29.99. Okay, it's a little more prestigious. It's got a lot more complexity, and it's a very beautiful wine. So the next step up from the Gigondas, some of these, you can get a Gigondas for, $90, $100. Okay, this doesn't mean you're getting a better wine. I don't think so anyway. But the next step up from this would be Chateauneuf du Pape. Okay, and when I say that, I mean you're paying more money for it. But it doesn't mean that the wine is any better or present a greater value than any of these Côte de Rhone wines. But Gigondas is a cru, just like Chateauneuf du Pape is a cru. Now look at the color. It's almost close to that other.
That's the same. I was just going to say the same as the other. You can't distinguish.
Very crimson, nice. Looks vibrant.
A deeper nose to it. Deeper.
It does. Very, very penetrating.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little smoother than the other. It doesn't have the cutting edge.
Very elegant. Silky.
That's nice. That's smooth. That's very nice.
Oh, and the richness of it. That it's just got a rich taste.
Yeah,
and
that's
texture.
That's a nice one. Yeah.
That's a beautiful wine for $29.99. And the Perrin family, this is the 2020. The Perrin family is one of the best producers, and you're not going to find, you if you're ready to branch out. I mean, this would be great for grilled meats, smoked meats. The French. They do make those nice hearty stews with the they don't do the papos. What do they do? The French,
it's a little
baguettes, the bread and stuff. But what were we gonna say?
It's a little repetitious, but most red wines even taste a little better with food, and they all go with the beefs and the bolognese or something like that. They're all good with food.
But the idea here is that the French and the Perrin family, they've been doing this for centuries. And every year, you have to get the right blend. Like you say, it's 60% Grenache, which is an unbelievable grape. The Spanish, they have great Grenache, the Portuguese, but the French, in Southern Rhone, they let that grape shine, and they have to use it like it's like an equation. 40% Syrah. So every year it might shift a little, but not much. They want that blending consistency, and boy, these two, like Laurel and Hardy, Grenache and Syrah, it's just a beautiful mixture. So. If you want a wonderful taste, a wonderful tasting wine, I mean, this could grace any holiday table, and I tell you, you'd get some reaction from your guests.
That's nice.
And it's not an expensive wine. A lot of people will be drinking for the holidays, expensive Cabernets and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, that's your choice. You want to spend $100? for a Cabernet, California
Good
Cabernet,
luck. Yeah, go for it.
$70.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You want a beautiful taste. And this wine, you want a beautiful taste. You get 3 bottles for one price. You get 3 bottles of this for one price of the Cabernet Sauvignon, and it'll.
And like you said, it's not expensive, but for some people, that would be expensive to them. But it's a reasonable, expensive wine for those that don't have that much to invest in the wine.
Yeah, for a special occasion.
It's
you
a
don't
good
have to. I know plenty of people that drink this wine with a Sunday meal. I would.
That's nice. Yeah.
My wife opened up a bottle of Josh Cabernet last night. I think it was $14.99. Now she likes Josh Chardonnay. She opened it, but it was sweet. Too sweet for my taste. It was over oaked. Now Josh has got a following. Some people like sweet wines like that. I don't.
Me neither.
And but I like a nice dry red where it's flavorful, good fragrance, but it's got some secondary and unique tastes.
But a lot of people will go into the store, even though they have felt the same way about the Josh as you did, but a month or two later, they recognize the name and they say, I'll buy it. It's a lot easier than going for this first wine we had, Little James, which I've never heard of before. And, you don't recognize it. It doesn't come into your memory. So you go with the wine you've always not liked that much, but habit.
Yeah.
You got to reach out sometime and do that other wine.
So both these wines are available locally. And just look for them. And this is like I said, the Little James Little James Basket Press, okay? The 2021, $13.99. And this you'll find the Gigondas from Famille Perrin. You should find this, most chain outlets, New Hampshire liquor stores,
maybe
Market Basket.
Yeah, Market Basket can team up with James Basket and maybe get something going there for the baskets,
Yeah. And you can find that. But I tell you, both of them are definitely worth the try. And have them with a couple of friends and see what they think. And then when you explain to them, the Grenache, the Syrah, where they're from. I mean, these are sense of place wines. From southern France. They're not duplicated, in too many other places. Although I must admit, the Washington State now and even California is producing great Grenache and Syrah wines. But you're not going to get the minerality, the same minerality, the secondary and tertiary flavors and characteristics. That's why France is France, Italy's Italy, California and the Oregon and Washington, they're all different. And that's what I mean by a sense of place wine. So try them, especially for the holidays. I think you really enjoy them.
What
do you think, Mike?
And you don't really need a holiday to try something that you want to try. You can try it anytime, even before the holidays, and then you can go buy 2 more if you like it.
Yep. So very good. And now coming up next week, we'll have a nice show, and we're going to talk about one of Mike's favorite white wines,
Chablis.
Yeah. Why do they call it Chablis? It's Chardonnay, but in Francais, it's Chablis. Because it's from a particular area, and that makes it so distinctive.
See, like you said, you don't like the sweet wines. I don't either. But I don't like a heavily oaked wine. So by getting Chablis, it's aged in the stainless steel tanks, usually, and you don't have that heavy, buttery oak that some wines have.
Yeah.
The Chablis. Yeah. Chablis is a nice, pure Chardonnay.
Exactly. You hit it right on the head. And that's why I love the taste.
Chablis all the time,
it's great. So, Mike, one last question. Is Drake May going to be the quarterback for the Patriots this week against who they playing?
I hope not. I hate to see Brissett keep being a sacrificial lamb, but you know something. You've invested all that, you put your first round pick into a quarterback, and now the offensive line is so porous. you're asking for a concussion or something, and I mean, poor Jacoby, but it could be this new young kid, and he might kind of make him gun shy for the whole rest of the year and the year after. I hope they just go until they get a line that they can say, our quarterback isn't that much at risk now. Let's not blame the quarterback for all the ills. There's no receivers. There haven't been for a couple of years. The line and the injury so depleted now.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, this is to the Boston Red Sox, the 2024
Robert,
Boston Red Sox. May they rest in peace.
and your friend down in Narragansett.
Oh, Boone Thompson. He's still very much alive and with us. Boone, try this wine. I think you'll like it. If you don't, send Mike the bill. May the wine be with you.